So Zimbabweans are appalled by the manner in which the head of state in Zimbabwe self-imposed Emerson Mnangagwa because he has never been voted by Zimbabwe. Answered the questions vis-a-vis other African leaders who were with him, especially when it came to simple and the questions that were not complicated. A lot of people are left wondering as to what exactly is causing Mnangagwa to tackle the question in such a way, to see that there was something wrong with the way Mnangagwa answered. Let's play this clip when Emerson Mnangagwa was answering the questions and compare him with the way other leaders also responded to the questions. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please make sure that you press the subscribe button so that next time when we come through, you become the very first one to watch us. So let's listen to how other heads of state responded versus Mnangagwa. We'll start with Mnangagwa. Let me play the clip.
If not what you left, what did you think of what happened in Venezuela last month?
Venezuela is very far away from Zimbabwe.
Yes, it is. yes, sir. But I wonder.
Even other presidents were laughing.
A long time ahead of
laughing,
state.
not saying something good.
What happens to other heads of state?
Yeah, but I don't know what we really read in Zimbabwe actually happens in Venezuela. But from what we read, we are interested to know why it is happening.
But President B, what did you think?
Let's listen to another president.
I'm still stunned. It was so rare that I still have to understand whether the world order, the rules-based society is still existing. And if not, what becomes of the world? That's why I earlier described the state as we are in a state of flux, because everything that we have understood as the basis for international order is fragmenting or being destroyed right in our face.
Okay, and I'm sorry, it felt like an unfair question, but that's exactly more to the point. What I'm asking is this a sign of a changing order? And I will end with you, President Booker. What was your response to it?
Well, I think we are seeing a world where rules seem to matter very little, and they matter only depending on who is benefiting from them and who is wielding the stick at any given point in time.
All right. Comparing what was said by Emerson Mnangagwa, I know that Barakashis are trying to defend that. I think they should come here and listen to this clip that I have played already. The three presidents, three heads of state responded, and part of those heads of state was the president of Botswana. Now, two heads of state responded contextually to the question. They did not go to the bushes like what Mnangagwa did. Mnangagwa did not. He talked of the geography, how far Venezuela is from Zimbabwe, and I wonder whether we read what is going on in Venezuela. That was, and it left people laughing in the room. And I think this is a classic example of demonstrating that what has been said by Blessed Kids. I always say, take that old man or undermine that old man at your own peril. The information that he has given us about Emerson Mnangagwa, this is exactly what we say almost on a daily basis. To me, it's either the man misunderstood the question. Look at the second president who answered. He answered the question correctly because they were asking the issue of Venezuela. What can you say? It has to do with leaders questioning, are we still sticking to the world order in terms of the rules of how actually nations should treat each other. Are we following those rules, or there is another world order emerging? That is what we were supposed to hear from Emerson Mnangagwa. But to perfectly put it correctly, the man, I cannot say he evaded the question. He didn't understand totally the question. Look at how the president of Botswana, that is Dumabogo, responded to the question. He's saying, okay, it's now clear that when it comes to the world order, it depends on who is actually deciding to flout the world order. And he answered the question contextually, because the question was linked with the issues of world order, the rules that are governing the world, on whether America violated those rules, to comment on the violation of the rules that governs how world countries should treat each other. That is what Mnangagwa, but I can tell you, maybe that is why George Chalamba realized that Mnangagwa misfired. He did not, he tried to defend the man because he did not actually put that clip. The clip that he actually exposed was the clip of Mnangagwa responding on land. Again, he misfired. Because you can't be a president who is talking of re-engaging the Western countries and also framing Western countries, deciding to impose sanctions on Zimbabwe, saying the reason they did so was because of land. That is a ZANU-PF reason. We know it very, very well that sanctions were imposed on Zimbabwe because of failure to actually uphold human rights to the citizens of Zimbabwe, not only to whites. Sanctions were actually imposed when Zimbabwean government rigged elections. We talk of elections, issues of human rights violations. They are running away from that. They choose to actually talk of the land reform as the reason. The way also it wasn't land reform, that was land invasion. I always say it, that was a land invasion in simple terms. When you are reforming a land, you need first of all to change the constitution, and after changing the constitution, you reform the land, you balance the patterns in which the land is actually distributed amongst your citizens. You don't use taxarism to go into people's properties without any law. You flout your own constitution, you flout your own rules. And so Mnangagwa, on the other hand, if he had not Damentia and answered that way, we're going to think that that was a tricky question for him. It wasn't tricky. He is a Maduro of Zimbabwe. So how he answered that particular question, he was going to still face a lot of judgment and criticism. But what a missed opportunity coming from Emerson Mnangagwa. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. It will be interesting to hear your comments also on these matters. You can financially support us by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Omhlabane is signing out. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast.